Imagine this, you're out in public. Ahead, you see some commotion. Meet John, a citizen exercising his right to record in a public space. Amidst the hustle and bustle, Officer Smith, a figure of authority, approaches. He asks, "Excuse me, can you please stop recording me?" John, a bit annoyed, replies, "I can record here, it's my right, this is a public area." The officer, slightly taken aback, says, "Yes, but I'd like it if you please stopped filming me." Unfazed, John asserts, "I don't have to, it's a public place and I know my rights." A casual encounter that raises questions about public rights and personal boundaries. John, confident in his rights, continues recording. Little does he know, Officer Smith has rights of his own. Officer Smith, not just a law enforcer but also an informed citizen, pulls out a laminated badge with a QR code. "Well, sir," he begins, "I own my digital identity. I'm part of a community of trust called I Own Me. If you want to film me, you need to scan this QR code and sign a NIL agreement to use my likeness in your video. That's my right." He shows a declaration certificate, proof that his words are not empty claims. Officer Smith's stance is firm but respectful. His rights are clearly defined and protected. The law isn't just about maintaining order, but also safeguarding individual freedoms, including the right to own one's digital identity. John's camera wavers. He had anticipated a confrontation, not a lesson in digital rights. He had thought he was the one with all the rights. Caught off guard, John finds himself in a predicament. Now, Officer Smith throws a curveball. He says, "I am old enough to remember a time before the internet, and people making money off videotaping everything, when the only person who had the right to film me was my mother, and afterwards she would give me a cookie, so in order for you to videotape me, I'm going to need a cookie." It's a humorous demand, one that leaves John momentarily speechless. John puts his camera down, chuckles for a second and says, "Are you serious?" Officer Smith says, "Yes, I want a cookie and 50% of whatever revenue you make on the video you post with my image or likeness on it." But behind the humor, Officer Smith is making a serious point. He's asserting his own rights. The rights to his digital identity and to control how his likeness is used. He's reminding John and all of us that even in a public place, personal boundaries and respect for others still matter. In this unexpected turn of events, John learns a valuable lesson. Just because you have the right to do something doesn't mean it's always the right thing to do. After the encounter, John sits down in a quiet corner of that park, his mind whirling. He had never considered the implications of his actions in such a light before. Officer Smith's demand, while humorous, had forced him to confront the fact that rights come with responsibilities. He had the right to film, yes, but this didn't absolve him from considering the feelings and rights of others. As he gazes at the camera, he realizes that it's not just a tool for capturing videos, but also a potential weapon that could infringe on others' privacy and comfort. This realization hits him hard. He understands that the world is not just a stage for his camera, but a shared space that requires mutual respect and understanding. The park around him buzzes with life, people going about their day, oblivious to the profound lesson he's just learned. In the end, it's not about the cookies or the revenue, it's about respect and understanding. Take ownership of your digital identity today at www.iown.me.